Welcome to the check-in report. Today's topic, we are talking about a topic that is trending all around the country. The black father that brought McDonald's for his child, but that didn't buy for his baby mother's other children. And you see black men simping, you see some understanding where this man was coming from, and of course you see black women in a uproar. And we're going to react to this video, and we're going to talk about this video, and we're going to walk it down on the check-in report. Let's get right into the video right now.
Look, y'all, every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids.
Clearly, off the top of the dome, we are dealing with a hood rat. We are dealing with a governmental mule. We are here dealing with a person that a welfare queen, a woman that doesn't want to pull herself up by the bootstraps. You know, let's be honest. Off the top, nobody told you to go out and sleep with 4 different men and have 4 different baby daddies and not be able to take care of your children. Off the top. Let's get back into the video.
We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids?
You see, they have 1 kid together. They only have 1 kid together. But you expect this man that you're not with, that you're not in a relationship with, that you couldn't commit with, that you couldn't be an agreeable woman with this man. You expect him to save you and your 3 other children? Delusional. Let's get back into the video.
How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look,
let's stop the video again. You have, I'm assuming this woman probably has either 2 to 3 baby daddies. She has 4 children, so she probably has 2 to 3 baby daddies, maybe even possibly 4. Out of those 4 men, or those 3 men that you laid down with, and that you receive that man's seed, out of those 3 to 4 men, you couldn't make yourself an honest woman to those 3 or 4 men and try to make it work, try to have a man in the home that could provide, that could help. But here you are calling this man that you have 1 child with, that you did commit to, that you couldn't do the right thing, that you couldn't be an honorable woman. You are expecting this man that only wants to take care of his child, which is doing the honorable thing. You expect this man to save you? Delusional. Let's go back into it.
there he go, and I bet you he only got 1 thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more.
You're exposing yourself. You're exposing that you're a slob. You're exposing that you are taking advantage of the system, and instead of pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, instead of trying to find a better job to provide your kids, trying to find better opportunities to provide your kids, you're depending on 1 man to bring you Scooby snacks. What is wrong with you? She exposed herself in her desperate attempt to make this man look like a POS. If anybody don't know what that is, it's a piece of, excrement. In her desperate attempt to make this man look like, just an unworthy waste man, she exposed herself. You look like a clown, a buffoon. These 3 kids are your responsibility. It's not his. Get back into the video.
It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody.
What does she expect this man to pull up with? Does she expect this man to pull up with the family meal, the family bundle? We are not a family. You are my baby mother. We had one child together. I do not owe you nothing. I owe my child. That's it. It's your responsibility to take care of those 3 other kids, not mine.
What's up?
And you hear the hostility in her voice. It's off the rip. Here the man is trying to do something honorable and feeding his child. There's some men that don't even take care of their children. But here this man is trying to do the honorable thing and feeding his child. But he's getting all of this backlash.
Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Stop it right there. Hey, the man said exactly what the issue is. What about your other kids? What about your other kids? I am not their baby daddy. What you need to do, this is what I would have told her. What you need to do, I pulled up with McDonald's for my child to eat. You need to call those 2 or 3 other baby daddies that you laid down with, and you let those losers, you let those prime time losers and scumbags skeet up inside of your womb and do nothing for you. You need to call those men up, and you need to have those men individually bring food for their child. Because guess what? I showed up for mine. That's what you need to do. That's what I would have told her. But let's proceed. Let's proceed.
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, huh?
And this is another thing. This is something that a lot of people are not bringing up. The woman gets food stamps. She gets food stamps. She's getting governmental assistance. Where is all the food stamps and the governmental assistance going to? Why is it not lasting you? You know, we all know that the governmental programs are pretty much trained, and they're pretty much programs to keep people broke. They did pretty much to, you know, just to take advantage of the woman that wants to kick the man out the house. The woman that decided to have all these babies but didn't, you know, have a plan to provide for them. You know, that's what these programs are for. And here you have a woman that is delusional, that thinks her baby daddy is supposed to be Superman. Pull up with this big bundle of burgers and fries and Happy Meals and toys, and like it's Christmas Day. No, this is the harsh reality. I am here for my child, not you and your other children. Have your baby daddies take care of their responsibilities like I'm doing. Clown nonsense.
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help out. I'm trying to feed my son. Whatever you got going on, whatever struggles that you're going through, you need to figure it out for yourself. I'm here for my child. That's what I'm here for. Not you or your children.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to help my son.
Thank you.
You helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings. Them are his siblings though. He not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
So let me get this straight. instead of letting at least one of your one of your children to eat, and allow them to eat, allow them to have that, allowing your son to go out there and leave. And I get the premise, they all need to be eating. I get the premise of that. But instead of just feeding one, you don't want to feed none of them. So if none of them, and the smart thing to do, in my opinion, would be to take the meal and divide it up. That would be the smart thing to do, in my opinion. Maybe you go inside, you get a nice knife. You got 4 kids. You cut the burger up in 4 pieces. You divide the fries up amongst the 4 kids, and you let them chow. Maybe that would have been the smart thing to do. But instead of doing that, no, he can't have the food. So instead of feeding one child, you allow them all to starve. This is the modern woman. This is the modern woman today.
So you telling me that I gotta bring my son food? I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at?
You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They were your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Preach.
Okay, but if you're
No. Now, see, this is the thing when you get into these arguments with women, and this is a great point to bring up. Women deal in emotionalism. Now, you see how this young man, he brung out the logic. I'm here for my son. I'm here to feed my son. My son is my responsibility. I'm here for him. This is logic. This is real. This is a man thinking, and this is a man that is on doing what he needs to do and doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take care of his child. He's here for his child. This is the logic. Now you have a woman that deals in emotionalism, because she had no rebuttal to that. She said, okay, because she knows her whole premise is it has no legs. Her premise has no legs. It has no foundation. She says, okay, but you need to feed all of my children. You can't feed one. You got to feed them all. They're not my responsibility, you dumb chick. They're your responsibility. Get yourself a job and feed your children.
going to bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's?
And I had to look it up. I had to look it up online. Somebody did the research. They said that, 4 Happy Meals. Let's say you get 4 Happy Meals or 4 meals or whatever. Let's say 4 meals, because I didn't do the Happy Meals. 4 meals. 4 meals from McDonald's, even if they're the same thing, they rounded it out to at least $50 to $70. 4 meals. Now imagine you get 4 meals. Now they're all eating the same thing. 4 meals from McDonald's. And it came out to $50 to $70. So every time I'm pulling up to feed my son, pulling up to feed my child, that's a $70, $50 bill every time. Your son gotta eat. Your son is hungry. Your son needs breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your kid is growing up. He wants to eat. He loves food. He loves McDonald's. So every time that I decide that I gotta take care of my child, I want to take care of my child every day. Every time I decide to pull up with some food, I have to spend $70 for my child. And all of your other children that you decided to have, not me. These are not my children. These are your children. Every time I'm pulling up, I have to spend a $70 bill because you decided to have other children with other men that didn't take care of their responsibilities. The modern woman is delusional. The modern woman is off her rocker. Her mind is in space with Captain Kirk, if you will.
All the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's. You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What do
Yeah,
I look like? I bring-
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f- I did.
Yes, you did.
Man, you expect me to take care of them? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have No, you're not.
You're exposing yourself. You're exposing yourself. You're exposing that you had 4 kids out of wedlock that you can't you can't take care of. You need governmental assistance. You got one good honest man. So thank God, out of the 3 to 4 baby daddies that you decide to lay down with, you had one honest man that decided to take care of his children. And the one man that came to feed his children, you going in on him. Not you're not going in on the 3 other baby daddies or the 4 other the 2 to 3 other baby daddies that didn't even show up, didn't even contribute. You're going in on the baby daddy that's there, that's trying to feed his children. This is the idiocy. This is the nonsense of the modern woman.
No, you're not. You're foolish in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
Exactly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 4, it's 3 extra kids. What the? You all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though.
This woman is delusional.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my. So that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel away about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't got to eat for his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Done. He ain't eating this. You.
Why the f you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a. Like, you're dumb as hell. You're dumb.
Men, any man that is watching this, man, first and foremost, I'm going to say this off the rip. Stop dealing with single mothers. Just recently, I'm not dating any more single mothers. I'm not interested in any woman that has a child. And I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of women that are, that have children, you need to leave them alone. Let them be with brothers that have children. Let them be with brothers that have kids of their own and stuff like that. If you're a single brother, you don't got no kids, don't get yourself mixed up with a woman that has kids already, man. Go find yourself a sister with no kids, a sister you can really build with and start something with. Don't mess with these sisters with 3, 4, 2 kids already. It's nonsense, because you're going to end up in a situation like this where you're trying to be a good man in terms of taking care of your responsibilities. Your responsibility is your child. You're pulling up for your child to feed your child. And here she is just going in on him. Instead of taking the food and just, feeding at least one child, or at least taking the food and dividing it up and allowing them all to eat it, she throws what sense does it make? This is the nonsense that modern women are doing. Dealing in nothing but emotionalism, dealing in nothing but their feelings, dealing with nothing but their egos, nothing but their pride. Pushing and shoving the good men that are trying to help, that are trying to take care of their responsibilities. Those 3 to 2 other baby daddies that ain't doing nothing for her, she probably don't even talk to them. They probably say, you know what, F her, I'm gonna go through the courts. I'm gonna just do child support, or I'm just gonna be a deadbeat. I don't want to be bothered with her because she's just a hood rat. She's not worth it. The message tonight, young men, any men that's watching this, don't get yourself mixed up with a single mother. These modern women are crazy and ridiculous. This is the Check-In Report. Thank you for joining me. A black father being cursed out and hated on for bringing his child some Mick